They're all around us. Pedophiles are all around us, and they're closer than you think. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, pedophilia is a psychiatric disorder in which an adult has sexual fantasies about or engages in sexual acts with a prepubescent child. I'm making this video because just from this week alone, I have noticed how much pedophilia is in the media that we consume. But it's not just in media. It starts at home. It starts in the family life. It starts in a friend group. It's that one family member that the younger family members do not want to go around because they don't feel comfortable. It's that one family member that other family members warn the younger family members about and to not be in the room with them unless there are other adults in the room with them. And it's that one friend that's older than you that makes comments on your bodies and makes sexual jokes with you, but you just brush it off as a joke when in reality, it's not. In my situation, it was a friend of my brother's who was 11 years older than me. And a few days before I turned 18, I noticed him starting to get closer to me and the little things he was saying, which was a little odd, but I didn't think anything of it because I seen him as a brother, Until after I turned 18, 2 days after I turned 18, he started confessing his love for me. And that's when I realized he was trying to groom me. According to the Merriam-Webster dictionary, grooming is to build a trusting relationship with a minor in order to exploit them, especially for non-consensual sexual activity. Luckily, I knew what he was doing. I handled the situation, but unfortunately, there are plenty of people in my situation and in my shoes who wouldn't know what to do in that situation and who wouldn't have the support like I did. A few days ago, I created a Google form and I sent it out to some friends and family. And most of the women, except for one, about 10 people answered, so except for one, 9 of them were women. The man, he didn't answer the rest of the questions, but the women answered all the questions. Most of the women, they're older than 21 now, but at the time of their grooming situation, they were between the ages of 5 and 17. Some of them were being groomed by family members, friends of the family, or co-workers. Some of them had to do with the church. I also asked them, once you hit 21, did you notice, did this situation still continue or did it stop? And they've all said that it stopped once they grew into their adult features. Which leads me to my next discussion of how pedophiles are attracted to children because they are easier to manipulate and they have childlike or innocent and cute features unlike adults. And we see this a lot in the entertainment industry and how the entertainment industry is a breeding ground for pedophiles and pedophilia. We see this with Puff Daddy. We see this with Drake. And we also, if you're into K-pop, we see this in the K-pop industry and how they only want minors. They want to start training them to be celebrities, to be idols from the ages of 9 and 13. And they will debut maybe 15, between the ages of 15 and 17. A few days ago, one member of this popular K-pop girl group admitted that she was in a relationship at 19 with the 14-year-old. Odd. And she is now suing anyone who talks about that situation, so I'm not going to mention her name. I feel like what we can do as a society to stop pedophiles and pedophilia is to, number one, teach your children how to handle these situations, have these conversations. Do not let these conversations go unspoken. I know it's going to be uncomfortable for a parent or anyone older to speak about this situation to younger people, but it will save a lot of children from trauma, lifelong trauma, and a dangerous situation that they could be getting themselves into. And also, I come from a Black background where everything that happens in that house stays in that house, no matter what it is. And it all starts with speaking up. If something happens, teach your children that it's okay to speak up and ask for help. It's okay. Do not let people just try to talk to you that way in a sexual way. And allow your children, if they can, to speak outside of the house. Do not shame them for what happened. Do not victim blame the child for an older person being sexually attracted to them. They are in no way in the wrong. Be a good support. Be there for your children, because a lot of parents simply do not care for their child, and that's also what makes these grooming situations happen, because a child was never taught to love themselves or to be loved by a parent. So when an older adult does talk to them in such a nasty way, they would think it's okay because they didn't have that love for their parents and they're willing to please an older person. Let's hope that within the next few years we can end pedophilia, and I don't think it will end, but as long as we have these conversations with our children and make it an open discussion, I'm pretty sure pedophiles will be more quiet and lurking in the shadows and won't dare to harm any children like they are now. Thank you.